5 Iconic Guns of James Bond. Walther LP-53, 1953–1976. The Walther LP-53 is one of the most recognizable weapons in the Bond series, despite never making an appearance in a Bond film. For a marketing shot for From Russia with Love that was also used to advertise the 3 films that followed, Connery posed holding the gun. The problem is that if Bond used the LP-53 in battle, he would seem foolish. Yes, an air pistol is one of the most recognizable James Bond weapons. According to the legend, no one had remembered to bring the proper Walther PPK when Connery arrived for the picture session. Fortunately, the photographer had been practicing air pistol as a pastime, so he was able to improvise. Connery accepted his offer to wield his LP-53 as a prop since he likely simply wanted to get home, and that was it, James Bond posing with a pea shooter. Walther WA-2000, 1982–1988. In The Living Daylights, Bond shoots a KGB sniper with his sniper rifle. After taking her gun from her hands with a shot, he seals the deal in classic Bond style by turning her into a love interest. If getting females in real life was that simple. It's fortunate that Bond didn't strike her. His WA-2000, chambered for the .300 Winchester Magnum, would have made a significant impression. With its short, floating barrel and wooden frame and stock, the bullpup rifle has a very unique appearance, but Walther would eventually lose money selling it. The German police utilized it a bit, but in the 1980s, most individuals weren't willing to spend more than $5,000 on a rifle. Only 176 of these rifles were produced in total. Check to see if you have one because they may now sell for up to $75,000 at auction. Klob, GoldenEye. The Klob is a made-up Russian submachine gun that only appears in the GoldenEye video game adaptation. It is absurd to go into detail about a non-existent gun. For instance, the fan page for the video game lists the Klob's damage as 0. Ask your drill sergeant what that means if you're reading this before you report to basic training. Why is the Klob included? Because it exemplifies an intriguing concept. The Klob is regarded as one of the worst weapons by those who frequently play the video game GoldenEye, which allows players access to a variety of weapons. It is inaccurate, has a tiny magazine, and fires slowly. These may all be issues with actual firearms, demonstrating that even geeks have high standards for their armor. MBA Gyrojet Pistol, 1960s. Tiger Tanaka, the Japanese counterpart to James Bond, showed off his gyrojet at a shooting range in the movie You Only Live Twice. This gun is strange. It launches small rockets known as microjets in place of bullets. The gyrojet may operate with a light barrel and chamber and very little recoil. About 1,000 gyrojet Rocketeer handguns were employed during the Vietnam War as a result of its portability. The gyrojet has the following drawback. Its little rocket's muzzle velocity was pitiful, and it took it around 30 feet to accelerate to 1,250 feet per second. If you strike someone up close with it, the rocket may be traveling only around 100 feet per second. At close range, where a handgun is intended to be used, that is not a very effective stopping force. At least a gyrojet can be fired underwater. In the event that you ever want to shoot it. This strange and completely out-of-date handgun is a bad choice for plinking because ammunition costs nearly $100 per cartridge nowadays. At auction nowadays, even a standard model gyrojet may bring around 4 figures. Accuracy International Arctic Warfare, 1982, present. In the film Die Another Day, Bond attempts to kill the main antagonist using this suppressed sniper rifle. It's a good thing he didn't succeed because if he had, the movie would only have been a few minutes long. No one would have had enough time to consume their entire jujubes. Since it was first released on the market, the bolt-action sniper rifle from British manufacturer Accuracy International has gained popularity all over the world. True to its name, it has characteristics that enable dependable functioning even at -40 degrees Fahrenheit.